What's up, my beautiful people? My name is Rosie and this is Chill Chat with Rosie, where I get to chill with several different people while they share their unique stories of their journey and their experiences in the UAE. As I've always said, everyone has a story. Everyone is special and each story is special, especially when it's being narrated by the owner of the story. For today's episode, I'm blessed to be with a very amazing person, and that happens to be my brother, and we call him Brian. Hey Brian.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you, I'm fine. How are you?
Awesome.
Brian, welcome to my channel, and it's a privilege to have a guy for the first time in my channel, and I'm excited. So how are you, Brian? Please introduce yourself.
So I'll call myself Brian. Other names you'll hear, maybe Chief, maybe Bulldozer, or Bob. I mean, so many names. But you can call Brian Bontrigger. I'm from Kenya, 254. And education and training sector. That is where.
Oh, okay. So Brian, for this episode, what should I call you?
You can choose.
I'll call you Brian. I always call you Brian, so I use Brian. Okay. So Brian, tell us a little bit about your journey. Okay, so I want us to start from the beginning, from back home. You were home, cruising at home, and then all of a sudden you decided you want to come to the UAE. Where did this idea come from, and why UAE?
So it's long. I'll give it in bullets.
Please.
Yeah. So this was like a final resort.
Okay.
The journey of jobless graduate in between jobs, not filling his dreams. So everything had hit a brick wall.
Okay.
And I said, now Brian, try somewhere else.
Okay.
I had so many options, but this was the most affordable and quickest option, visa-wise and everything.
Okay.
So that's how Brian got himself here.
Okay. So you funded yourself, you're the one who paid for it, you're the one who...
Yeah, I came actually with some small cash.
Some small cash.
Yeah,
Okay.
savings, and got the visa, and I came with a one-way ticket.
One-way ticket?
Yeah.
Really?
And then the guys at the airport trying to stop me, and I'm
Yes.
like, I'm going for business, so I don't have a return ticket. So it can take 3 days, it can take 2 weeks. That's why I'm taking a one-way ticket.
No, really?
And that is why they let me pass.
No, but I didn't know you could take a visit visa without a return ticket.
It's not possible, but I did it.
You did. Go, Brian. Okay, so you've decided, you've taken the little money you had, you paid your ticket, your visa, one way, you're here. How long was the visa for?
3 months.
Oh, 3 months visa?
Yeah, it was a tourist visa for 3 months.
For 3 months, okay.
So
So did you have plans for where you'll stay when you reach here? Had you planned all that?
like I said, I'll put in bullet points.
Uh-huh.
I had no place. I reached the airport, to be specific. I boarded Air Arabia.
You came with Air Arabia, okay?
Yeah,
okay.
so I just reached the airport and I had some few contacts.
Okay.
My friend was here for his, after the wedding, what do you call it? Honeymoon.
Honeymoon, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So in the honeymoon, he met some few Kenyans and he had friends.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me some contacts. He's like, buddy, if you want to start this journey, get these contacts, maybe you can get a place or something.
Okay.
So I reached around 9 p.m. at the Sharjah airport. So I'm still calling guys like, I need a place to stay for the night before I get a place. Or if you have a place, please let me know. My budget was 550 for the bed space.
550 dirhams. Okay.
And the options I was getting were crazy. Somebody tells me 900, somebody tells me 1,000, somebody tells me, you can come and spend with me, but with the first night you'll give me 100, then we look for the house. So for almost 2 hours I was just in the airport. And I came with a bag. I didn't come with a suitcase.
A suitcase, okay.
I think I'm
what type of a bag? What type of a bag? Plastic bag?
No, this how do you call it? Safari bag or something. This bag that has the pocket this side, pocket
this side. Oh, okay, yes, I know that. Yes.
That's what I came with. Yeah. That's how I came in here.
Okay.
It was one way, do or that.
Okay.
I know nobody, but that is how.
That's how you came. Okay, so you've called one of the. So you decided to settle for the 100 dirham guy?
No.
The one for per night?
Actually, I was just on calls.
Okay.
So that guy told me, no, if you've been Sharjah, come to Dubai.
Okay.
That place was called, I'll remember the name later.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so he told me come to that place
where
I was going to be dropped, then I'll take a taxi to Sato.
Taxi to Sato, okay.
So he thought I was going to use a bus. And I'm like, where do I get the buses?
Yes.
Then he told me some 12 dirhams. I did the math times 30. That was too much. Then I remember Arabia had a bus to take me to Dubai. I remember the place, Lamsi Plaza.
Lamsi Plaza. Oh yes.
So I knew this bus told me it will drop me at Lamsi Plaza.
Yes.
So I told this guy I might only come to Lamsi Plaza. That is the story.
Yes.
I waited for the first bus, second bus, I got it in Lamsi Plaza.
Okay.
It was in my, the taxi driver dropped me there and left.
In Lamsi Plaza?
No, I mean the bus.
The bus, yes. Okay.
It dropped me there and left.
Yes.
So with my bag, and it was hot, I wore a blazer. You see the pictures on my Instagram. It was hot, so I had the blazer like this with my bag. Waiting for Frank to call.
Okay.
He's called Frank.
The guy was called Frank,
yeah,
okay.
He told me, take a taxi, come to Chelsea roundabout, Sato roundabout, Chelsea Plaza.
Chelsea Plaza, yes.
I just took a taxi, I told him, do you take card? I don't have cash. Okay, fine. I swiped. That's how I got to my place.
So that's your Kenyan ATM card?
Yeah.
ATM, okay.
So I swiped to buy a taxi from Lamsi Plaza.
Okay.
And when it slashed off the 23 dirhams,
yes.
What reflected in my account, we'll talk about that someday.
You are really doing conversion?
Yeah. Okay. Everything I do was times 30.
Times 30.
And remember, nothing is coming.
Yes.
Everything's good.
Ooh. Okay. So you've reached the house, you reached Satwa, and then, so that's, you ended up staying with the guy.
Yeah.
He decided to pay, to charge you per month, or?
So there were 2 beds.
Okay.
Bunk beds.
Okay.
Couple, lady and myself.
Okay.
We leave it there.
Okay, so you've come to Dubai, now you're in the... Were you prepared to live in a bed space? Did you... Were you already told that there's something like a bed space?
I was actually prepared for the worst.
For the worst, okay.
Because I think I hit rock bottom. Was getting frustrated. And like, I've been working for the past 4 years. What is there to show? Yeah.
Yes.
You know, we were told education is the key to success. That is how my mind has been formatted.
Okay.
Every African child, we are told education is the key to success. We are never told about talent. We're never told about entrepreneurship. Education is the key. Education is the key. So the key, I think somebody changed the padlock.
The padlock. And now you're here. You're in a bed space. Yes. So how did the job searching journey start?
It was crazy. The taxi, the moving around. By the first week, I think I was counting negative. By the first week? Yeah. And you do not have a return? The second week, I stopped going out. The third week, I was literally walking from Sato roundabout to Dubai Mall, and I'm not exaggerating. Oh. I take a space in the metro. Yes. To clean up. You know, the metro, there's the toilets, right? Yes, the toilets, yes. To clean up and do the thing, and then go to the next one. If you have some cash, go get out. Because I didn't know there was this zoning system. Yes, yes. So I was thinking like, if I go like 3 metro stations, it will be cheaper than 5 metro stations. Okay. So I'll go to this metro station, freshen up, go to the next, freshen up again, leave. Then if there's no metro station, then these bus stands, they had the AC, right? Okay. Okay, AC. So you're walking from this metro station to another metro station, you're entering inside, freshening up. Oh my goodness. But you know you cannot go to the washrooms without punching in. Yes. So I punch and I go like 1 or 2 maximum. Like from World Trade Center, I'll skip Financial Center, then the next one. Okay. Yeah, so you actually went to the metro. Okay. But the big thing, I was walking. So where were you going? First, I was already told the easiest thing, Brian, is hospitality. Even where I was staying, everybody was hospitality, and one lady was a cashier. Okay. So I had this impression that it's hospitality, cashier, sales, done, nothing else. Okay. So let me ask you a question. So by the time you're coming from home, coming here, you did not have a specific job that you were coming to look for. You were just honestly, I wanted something above 50,000 Kenya shillings. Okay, so it would... That is translates loosely to 1,600 dirhams. 1,600 dirhams. So you didn't care what it is, which job it is, so long as it's... If it is tying your shoelaces for that, I'll do it. Okay, yeah. Okay. So how long did it take you to get a job? I got offers. Okay. But I was buying time. I was hoarding my offer letters. Okay. Because I was hoping for something good. For something better. So I was told the strategy is hoard a letter. Then when time passes, you don't get something good, you can go back to it. Okay. So I hoarded some letters and they dismissed me. They gave me ultimatums. Okay. But I managed to hoard one for Qatar. For Qatar, okay. Yeah, I secured, they did a walk-in here for some W something. Okay. So I had that. Then I'd secured some job with, I think, IMG World of Adventures.
Okay, IMG,
So
okay.
now into the third month. Everything is done.
So how are you surviving now? How are you surviving? Because
I was being fed.
Oh, okay.
Because literally, I think I'd lost a lot of kgs. My cheekbone was so amazing, it was out there.
Okay, so the people you were living with had just decided to start feeding you.
They were seeing, like, I had problems written all over
your face.
I remember going to an interview and that guy asked me, have you eaten? Can you eat something to drink? Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, sometimes I tell it's more like a horror movie. If I show you the videos of that time, you won't say it's Brian.
Okay, so we're in the third month. Okay.
So I said, now I want to make it. These guys are telling me, oh, Ramadan is starting, you can't sign your offer letter and stuff. So I reached out, I will not call her name, but I think you know her, where I used to stay.
Okay, yes.
Then I told them, you know what, I've already secured a job, but this is beyond my means. I don't have a ticket to go back home. So can I just put up in your place for this month when I'm looking for something? I'm waiting for signing the letter.
Yes.
Then he's like, oh, you should have come a long time ago, but it's fine, just come. I said, oh, God, you don't sleep.
Yeah.
So I went and I was putting up, waiting for the letter. Until now, it was 3 days to the expiry of my visa. Now, this is where tension started coming up.
Okay.
What next?
Yeah.
Then I tried calling, I called those guys, they're not picking and stuff. And
the company.
And now the negative energy started coming. Brian, you got a job? Yeah, but then sending the letter. They're always like that. So that is where panic came in, and I now contacted the Qatar guys. They said, we had put your candidate on hold, but if you're still willing, we will go ahead, we'll have the second interview.
Okay.
I borrowed some money, went back to Kenya.
Went back to Kenya?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was in Kenya, I was trying to communicate with these Qatar guys, but buying time. I haven't secured a sales job when I was in Kenya.
Where?
It was a it was a printers company in Mombasa.
You
know, Eka Hotel? Yeah, in Kenya.
In Kenya,
now I'm in Kenya.
I'm
done with Dubai.
You're done with Dubai.
At least I saw Burj Khalifa.
Yes.
I saw at least I was in the metro.
Yes.
At least I can say I'm a
You've been abroad.
So it was all good, yeah?
Okay.
I said I'm counting the positives is that I was in Dubai.
You were in Dubai, yes.
I would never be in Dubai. So
yes.
This is positive. Let me pick it from there. So I really tried to stretch these Qatar guys because I was busy applying for jobs back in the UAE.
Okay.
And trust me, I was so much in debt that I couldn't come again. So when I got the job, the Monday that I was supposed to start, the Qatar guys called me. Told me, send me your passport and you have to do your medical from Kenya. I said, okay, fine, I'll do my medical. Then I called another friend who I was with and he told me, Brian, there's a company that is starting here, but we can trust you to manage it. So what are your plans? I said, I'm going to Qatar. How much is the salary? I told him it's something 1,500 Qatar riyals.
Yes.
He said, no, that's small money. You come, we'll make your visa and let you go. Then these guys were pressuring me, the Qatar guys.
The Qatar guys, okay.
Then I gave them medical. I cancelled the job at Mombasa Road in Kenya.
The sales job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm going to Qatar. Then the day that I was just supposed to send the flight details and city and everything to the Qatar guys, this guy called and told me, check your email. That's your visa.
The one in Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay. The company that is starting?
Visa. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Now we started flying high. I went back. I mean, I came back because I'm thinking Kenya now.
Yes.
I came back
to Dubai. Okay.
And then worked 1 month. Then the boss was going back for his graduation. Yeah.
Yes, I had not graduated. Okay.
So I flew back for my graduation feeling like now I've made it in life.
You've made it.
God had a plan. He was just looking at me and saying, 2 months later, I lost the job. The company couldn't run.
The company couldn't run. Okay.
Back to square one. So I used to, like I say, man has to live. I used to work on handouts. Today I had some friend who had a construction. I'd be a foreman for a day. He'll give me 100, then he'll buy me some dinner. I go relax. Another day, get somebody who wants a website and sit with my computer, do my stuff. I used to charge as low as $8.50 for a website. I make it, that's it, for the day. Until I had now finished everything, I said, no. I have to get a job. Or I'm going back home. It's going hard.
So within this time, you live. Where are you living?
I was living to the girl I was living with that.
Okay.
Yeah, he got me back.
Okay, yes.
For I think good 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Then June 2017, I started my current.
2017. Okay. You started the current job you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was quite challenging, but yeah, I'm a fighter.
Okay. So the current job, what are you guys doing? You said you're working in an institution,
It's education
right?
and training.
Okay.
Higher education for professionals.
Okay.
Actually, the average age of our students is 37. So it's all corporate and professionals.
37 years old?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
most professionals, and it's weekend classes and maybe trainings of the kind.
Oh, the kind. Okay. And you've been working there for how long now?
Right now, let's say it's 3 years. From June 2017 to now, it's exactly 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. Now that you work in an educational institution, I would like us to discuss something about the career growth. Okay, career success actually for our fellow Africans. What do you have to say about the career growth of our fellow Africans in the UAE?
My first point, without mixing my words,
Okay.
we are disadvantaged.
We are disadvantaged?
At a personal level and at, when I say a roots level, how we've grown up being.
Okay.
Because the options we make when you come here are not to be great. And here is an escape route of what is actually happening back home.
Oh, okay.
So the little you you appreciate it, and then comfort comes in.
Okay.
Then you become complacent, and that's it. Live by that means.
Okay.
So it's a little bit difficult. It needs a lot of pushing from outside.
From outside, okay.
Like I said, there are other small factors. They don't shape you. You have to shape them. Like being looked down on naturally. No. Right now we're seeing these funny things, Black Lives Matter and stuff.
Yes.
So these are things that set you back.
Okay.
And then with also the pay grade, the education is very expensive.
Yes.
It's not like
here. Yes.
Yeah. For mainstream, it's around 4 times what you can pay for the whole program is a semester.
As a semester back
like
home.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And this other, like my institution, it's around 40,000.
Okay.
Still, it's a lot.
Yes.
But it's mid-range.
Mid-range. Okay.
So getting somebody who can pay 1,900 in a month for education from my place.
So this 1,900 you're referring, it's in dirhams.
It's in dirhams. And
okay.
that is the way they try to tap into the market.
Okay.
Since guys cannot pay a lump sum, we're given that option of like 1,900 monthly.
Monthly.
That is how you can sort it.
Okay.
So looking at that fee and the age bracket of our people, it's practically impossible. Unless you have that drive, you have that queue, you know, it comes from you that I want to overcome this.
Yes. Okay, Brian, so let me ask you a question. Is it, I don't know if it's my perception, this is what I see, as if most Africans, let's say the higher percentage of Africans, they work, the jobs they do in the UAE are of the lower. If we are to divide success in 3 categories, let's say 3 levels, level A, level B, level C being the lowest, you'll find most Africans are in lower C, the jobs they do, as in that's where they fall. Do you see it that way?
I've been in those 2 levels.
Which ones?
The C and lower B as well.
Lower B. Okay, why do you think we are there? Why do you think we are there?
Like
Could
first I say, we don't come here by choice. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Let's have this honest conversation.
Okay.
We're not here by choice. It is an escape route. It is the next available alternative to achieve some dreams.
Okay.
But being human, you get there and everything, every journey, every focus gets lost. You get comfortable with what you are. You camouflage into something else. I know, and I'm not pointing fingers and I'm not blaming.
Okay.
I know majority of Africans and Kenyans
who
have a good picture back home.
Okay.
But what's really happening here, it's actually
things on the ground are totally different.
Totally different. I know there's a Kenyan cliche for that.
Yes.
So this is something we have to deal with.
Yeah.
So instead of being the good ambassadors to people who really want to come here, they are covering some truth. There's a layer that they don't get the people there to get what is really happening here.
Okay.
You see, when I got to my first place, I'm like, how do I live here? I left my 2-bedroom in Kenya. How do I come to live here? How? I'm a Luo. So how do I live here?
Yes.
And I started feeding myself, feeding into my head, because I believe in meditation.
Okay.
I believe in energies.
Yes.
So I started feeding my brain like, I'm not going to live this life. This is how I'm going to do it. I have to live in my place. So this is something that it takes an extra strength. because first you're disadvantaged. This thing is innate. It's not started today.
Okay.
It's something that has been in your mind since birth. You know, we can only do this. You know, I remember when I was young, guys were saying, I can even go to the States and be a babysitter.
A babysitter, yes. So long as I get money. So long as I get money.
So it's something that has been coming. It's innate. It has become part of us.
Part of us. Yes.
So when you come here, we are just into that cocoon that we are living somewhere in the mind.
Okay. So in other words, you mean by the time we come from Africa, we come here, we are a little bit vulnerable. Does it mean that only Africans are vulnerable by the time they come?
Like I say,
because there are things I see which if I don't know, but I feel mostly there are things that we do as Africans only. Because you find by the time you come to look for a job, let's say you know you're supposed to be an admin. You understand? But you can't because you're vulnerable and you're just looking for anything. You're looking for money. You need some money, right? Yes. So because you're vulnerable, what you tend to do, haven't you done those ones of you're having 5 CVs. You have a CV for sales. You have a CV. You don't even have an idea with sales, but you have a CV for sales. You have a CV for this. You have a CV for this. Don't you think that one makes us? It's as if we are. What will I call it? It makes us a little bit, we are vulnerable, yes, but does it mean we Africans are the only vulnerable people by the time we come to look for a job? Because we do have other people, but to some extent you'll realize they do not settle much. I feel we do settle.
You know,
so could there be a possibility that at some point it's us, we as Africans?
Actually, it's not us. It is part of survival for the fittest.
Okay.
So I need to get something here. Right?
Yes.
So if I want to learn this managerial job, I'll learn a cook, I'll learn a this, I'll learn a this.
Yes.
And it's not racist, but
yes.
I believe Africans have all it takes. They have the intellectual capacity, they have the mental strength, they have
yes.
the physical strength. They can thrive.
Yes.
All
definitely
that needs, that, like I said, disclaimer, it's not racist.
Yes.
Africans have the potential.
Okay.
All the resources,
oh, yes.
even the natural resources back in the country.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But then getting this chance sometimes it's crazy. So it's survival for the fittest.
Okay.
And over the years, there's a lot of disadvantage that has been there.
Okay.
Maybe even the pay grade sometimes individually. It's not systemic, or it's
yes.
the government is working hard to eradicate things like that.
Yes.
But the things that there's some isolated cases where I'm doing the same job, 4,000 for you, 2,900 for me.
For an African.
You know, you cannot. You don't have a legal ground because you signed the contract. Nobody
yes.
puts a gun in your head.
Yes, you did by yourself. Yes, yes, that's
same
true.
contract, different pay, same experience, but what to do? So until you stand out and voice it out, which also needs a lot of character. It needs a lot of self-will, because like I told you, you are already coming from a disadvantaged position.
Yes.
So it really needs self-will, and
yes.
for those who don't have the self-will, we need goodwill ambassadors. People who will get us enlightened, give us the real scenario, tell us, fine,
yes.
this has been put in our heads,
yes.
it's time to demystify the myths. Let's change it. Let's work towards making Africa what we believe. I'm a Pan-Africanist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe we have to empower ourselves.
Yes.
These opportunities should not be like the skyline of the rooftop for us.
Yes.
It should be a landing page to where we want to go. I know, and I don't want to like victimize or point hands or act like I'm the holy Joe or something. But some of us, we come here and it's already that cocoon that we are hoping to be in.
Yes.
And it's now the comfortable cloud, you know. You can go and drink those funny liquors, yes. have your fun, you know.
Yes, and you feel you've reached.
You feel you've reached.
Yes. Now let's talk about, let's say, things like, you see, you'll realize there are some jobs, let's say like in this country, you'll find some jobs like, let's say, customer service. You find most of the times they prefer people, let's say, I'll just mention Filipinas, but if you check very well, you'll realize when it comes to customer service, they're a little bit good in it. They're a little bit good in it more than Africans. That somehow falls under truth. I'm not talking about it can't be definitely 100%, but you'll realize it's more of it. But what I've come to realize about them also, most of the times they're flexible, which I working, because I've worked in corporate world, you'll realize we as Africans, we are not that flexible, because you'll find you can have a Filipino who has been hired as, she's supposed to be the admin, but she can still do the receptionist job when the receptionist is not there or whatever. You're a little bit flexible, but you find it a little bit difficult for us, we Africans. You'll find that's not my job. We do have that, yes. So could there be a possibility some other issues we're having, it's because of the characters we do have, and not necessarily because of the not even the system, or you understand? I feel some things are more, it's more of us with our characters. Do you think so?
I first agree to the point that is our doing.
Okay.
Then I'll protect that.
Okay.
You see,
okay.
we're coming from a point where you already feel judged.
Okay.
You already feel looked down upon.
Okay.
So your defense is is doing this because I'm this.
Yes.
Sometimes it is out of plain goodwill. Your boss tells you, I want you to work up to 6.
Yes.
Then you'll think of my salary and their salaries. Then you'll think of now these things to be overloaded with work because of being African and stuff.
Yes.
So it happens as a character, yes.
Yes.
But it's a defense.
It's a difference.
The root cause is something that has been happening to the Africans in general.
Okay.
So it's quite an emotive issue.
Okay.
And something that really needs a lot of care when you handle.
It's
like I can give a practical example, like children who've had troubled childhood.
Okay. Yes.
You see how they come to be different adults.
Yes.
So there's no different with this case that you're handling here.
Mm-hmm.
Only that nobody's going to have a conversation about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of natural defense.
Okay.
And it has developed that character. But with time, with more civilization, more advocacy
yes.
and stuff, coming together through sports, disbandment of like religious group and stuff, the reality awakening, these barriers will be cut down.
It will be cut down. Yeah. Okay, so Brian, you've been here more than 3 years, right?
Actually, it's more than 3 years.
More than 3 years, yes. So far, what has UAE taught you?
UAE has taught me you have to be on your own to survive.
What does that mean, on your own?
The only person who can help you is you.
You.
Trust me, it reaches a point, even if it is for you, Rosette, I can only do too much. The last point will be with you.
Yes.
I can try get you the interviews, get you the link,
everything. Yeah.
But if you go there and sit like a vegetable in an interview, there's only so much I can do.
Yes. Yeah, that's
so
true.
That's what I'm saying. One thing has taught me that the only person that can stop you is you. The only person who can help is you. And another thing that has taught me that you really don't have to limit yourself. Try to go against the odds.
Okay.
I mean, I've built networks, and I can probably say I've represented Africa well. I've changed perceptions of Africans. Even I was tasked with representing my organization sometime back in Europe.
In Europe, I remember.
Yeah, so when I went there, the way these guys, talk to you, handle you, is not how we've been taught it should be.
It should be. Okay.
See, this thing has been so in us that when you don't get to this privileged status or issues of that situations,
you
don't get to understand. So it has taught me that there are only 2 tribes in the world, or 2 races in the world: the haves and the
have-nots.
So it's either you have intellectual capacity
or you do not have.
It's either you have the money
or you do not have.
Irrespective of where you come from. If you're earning 2,000, 3,000, that's yours.
That's yours.
When you're talking on the tables of paying 10,000 fee,
you do not have.
They won't even have a place to fill your race in that form. When you want a loan for 200,000, they'll forget you're in Africa. So that is what your EA has told me.
Okay.
Work your way up there, sweat it all off. It will be there.
Okay, so Brian, if you don't mind, let's talk relationship. See your face. Look at your face. Okay. So, what's your current relationship status? Let's start there.
It depends on who will be asking me.
What's your relationship status? It's just as simple as that. What's your relationship status?
We will define it in my next show. I want to be here again. So let's celebrate.
Okay, Brian. Do you think it's easy to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend in the UAE?
Everybody here is to make ends meet.
To make ends meet. Mm-hmm.
If you are in his or her convenient way, be careful, it might not be love.
It might not be love.
It is convenience. We are all away from home, maybe our true love is back home. No, I'm just being honest. You can get.
You can.
I know people who have got true love.
Mm-hmm.
I know you can if you work it and give it.
Mm-hmm.
But not every yellow substance is gold.
Ooh, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So be careful.
Be careful.
Listen to your sixth sense. Like I said, I believe a lot about sixth sense, meditation. And stuff.
Yes.
Because they make you discover the real you and drive you. They give you the purpose.
Yes.
And you feel comfortable with yourself.
Mm.
And that is, I think we don't need riches in this world. You just need to be comfortable with yourself. You just need to make your route. Mm-hmm. This is it. I'm going to work on it. Mm-hmm. I believe it's going to work for you.
Okay. So what are your future plans in the UAE? Are you planning to stay in the UAE for long?
Actually, I don't expect to work for long.
To work for long, okay.
By that I mean employment.
I understand. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I will somehow steer into entrepreneurship. Because like I told you, there are two races. The haves and the have-nots.
And the have-nots, yes.
All others are just defense mechanisms.
So
are
you striving to be on the haves, or you're already on the haves? Where are you?
That is a very nice card. So, I don't know, should I sell myself?
What do you think? Sell yourself!
So let's say I want to be in the house.
To be the house. Mm-hmm.
In the entrepreneurship. Okay. I don't need to be tied to the royal family to work it out.
To work it out. Okay.
You go do it, just make sure you go with their laws.
Yes.
Be law abiding, plan your routes, laugh all the way to the bank.
Laugh all the way to the bank?
As they say, get a villa in Marina.
In Marina, and leave that for still life. So Brian, what do you normally do on your free time? Whenever you're free, whenever you're off, whenever on your
leisure time. There's this thing called PlayStation.
Hey! Brian!
There's this thing called PlayStation. It's a demon.
It's your demon, not a demon. It's your demon.
When you know it, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Okay, Brian, so let's assume there's someone in Kenya, there's one young guy, one graduate like you, who believes education is the key. He's back home and is planning to come to the UAE. Now that our goodwill ambassadors are never saying the truth, just tell him one truth before he comes.
I think for this I'll have to look at the camera.
Please do. Mm-hmm.
So life really is not about books. You can never judge fish on its ability to climb a tree. I may be the worst in class, but I'm street smart.
Preach it,
Brian. I'll go out there, make some deals, and employ that guy who used to beat me in class because of maths. So with your graduates, develop your life skills first. Know what you're good at. Go with your passion. Go there, get your hands dirty. It's never white collar all the time. And be sure all effort pays. Fine, education is your strong point. Add something to that. Whether it's passion, whether it's talent, whatever it is, just add to that and it shall go well. That's what I can say.
Okay, so I believe you've heard Mr. Brian. Brian decided to be a goodwill ambassador, and he has just told you the plain truth. Hey! Brian, by the way, did you have any misconceptions of the UAE before you came?
Like I said, all these things we always fed into our heads.
Yes.
I knew first of all it was so straight, no alcohol, everybody will be covered, no dating.
No dating?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
And then, obviously, because, you know, in my country growing up, you think it's all terrorist country.
Terrorist,
you know,
how being around.
Yes. Sure. So these are the misconceptions that I had, but once you're here, you meet the Emiratis guy.
Yes.
They're the coolest guys on the
Coolest guys.
They don't even care whether they're in their country or not.
Yeah.
They're very nice people.
They're very nice people. Yeah, that's very true. So Brian, thank you very much for being here. But before we go, we do have the ROZZIE's rapid question. Yeah. So.
How rapid is rapid?
What can't you stay without? Your phone or the game console?
I can't stay without the console.
You can stay without a phone, Brian?
I'll leave my phone in the room.
Ooh, okay. Okay, football. Man or Chelsea?
None. Arsenal.
That's why I wanted you to choose among these two.
I'll go for Chelsea.
Chelsea, okay. And music, reggae or ohangla?
And you have a tie?
No, one,
I'll
bro.
go
You have to
with
choose one.
ohangla.
Ohangla. Okay, what would you rather be, a politician or a lecturer?
I believe for some reason,
Yes.
I don't have to be paid to offer civic education. Politician for sure.
You're stranded in an island. What is that one thing you'd rather be with or have?
A campus.
A compass?
Show
my
me the
goodness,
directions so
show
I
the
can see
directions.
I'm going east or north.
Okay, Brian, thank you. It was nice having you, and it is good to have a guy for the first time in this show, you know? Thank you for embracing my seat. And everyone, this is Brian. Thank you, Brian. We're done. We've come to the end of the show. And please, if you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing and press the notification bell to be notified when the next episode will be uploaded. Let's meet on the comment section and tell me what else you'd like me to ask, and if you want me to bring a guy again. Okay, bye-bye. I love you and you are special.
Bye.